What made you decide, hey, I want to be a comedian?
I started acting as a child, and I always had a respect for comedy. It was always something that I loved.
Yeah.
But I started at the Groundlings doing improv, and then after college, that kind of just led me into trying stand-up, and after my first time on stage, I was hooked.
Right on. How long you been doing it?
About 9 years.
And so when you are on stage, are you comfortable or uncomfortable?
I'm very comfortable.
Are you concerned that the people won't laugh?
No.
Have you ever had that issue? Well,
of course.
They're not going to laugh.
Yeah, a lot.
And so have you ever been up telling jokes and nobody laughed?
Of course. There's not a comic that's not the case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so did you run behind stage and start crying?
Absolutely not.
Oh,
I
you did?
I just gave him the middle finger.
I don't blame you.
I don't know if I'm allowed to do that.
Yeah, you are. I hear a lot of people say women are not funny. They'd rather hear a comment from men than women.
You hear that a lot?
Not a lot, but quite often.
Well, what groups are you hanging out in?
Do you hear that sometimes?
Of course, we hear that a lot.
And
yes.
why is that?
It's a numbers game. The ratio from men to women that perform stand-up comedy is insane. For every 50 comics, there might be one female. So that is to say, if you went and saw a show and you saw one Indian person and you didn't think they were funny,
right,
you're going to walk away and say, I don't think Indian comics are funny.
Yeah.
And so on any given lineup, I mean, even at the major clubs here, Comedy Store, Laugh Factory, Improv, I mean, it is changing, but for the most part, you might see one female comic per show, and if you don't like their comedy or vibe with it or engage with it, you're going to walk away and be like, oh yeah, the female wasn't funny.
Yeah.
So it's not fair to just put that label on comedy's hard, and most people aren't funny. Most comics that you see at a comedy show, you might say 3 or 4 like, I loved them. So it's a numbers game.
I have noticed that women, the things that women do are not as good as the thing that men do. Like basketball, you have a women's basketball team. Especially with men, you're less likely to go to a women's basketball team or game as opposed to a man, because women don't sweat. You know, they're like, you know, they don't get down and play hard. You know, they're like.
Is this an ambush?
Oh, no. But have you noticed that though? It's not as intense as men.
I don't know. I don't know if I.
I hear a lot of women say that too.
That women don't sweat?
They prefer men games or men comedy or men stuff than women stuff.
I think, again, that's a numbers game. I think for a woman to say that they prefer watching a man play sports, that I might get.
Yeah.
I grew up playing sports. I played basketball and softball my entire life.
Right. And would you prefer to see a man's game or a woman's game?
I would prefer to be playing.
And when you're not playing? How about when you're not playing?
I guess what we're saying, would we rather go to a WNBA game or an NBA game? I would prefer, actually, to go to an NBA game. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
It's a better stadium. It's a funner experience. There's more hype around it.
Yeah. And
yeah, it's been around
natural,
longer. Huh?
It seems more natural.
I don't know if I agree with that. No.
Oh.
No.
What topics do you cover in your comedy? What do you like to cover?
Well, I'm very pro-woman.
Hear me roar.
Yeah, no, we do. I'm pro-woman, but that's not the voice of my comedy. Although it definitely is there. It's pro-me.
Right.
It's very, I do a lot of characters. It's very character-driven, observational comedy.
So do you joke about women or men?
I joke about everyone.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
oh,
I'm not
okay.
exclusive to anything. I make observations about life and talk about what I think is funny within it. Races, yeah.
Oh, you joke about race and all that kind of stuff too?
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.